What's going on? Move the mouse back in City Skylines, but this time it's remastered. This is Meander, I want to say episode 4, and some things have changed since the last episode. That's okay. You didn't miss too much. You missed a lot of road upgrading, a couple rectangular neighborhoods, and a lot of people moving in. I did drop in the tram as well, so let me show you kind of what I've been up to. Same structure. I did something over here though. I upgraded from the gravel roads. I love the look of the gravel roads. There's no street lights. There's actually cricket sounds if you zoom way in like this in the ambient noise in the game, which is kind of nice. But it didn't fit this, 3-lane each way tram network up the middle, and then all of a sudden gravel networks or roads behind the scenes. Didn't make any sense. So I did upgrade that existing network to pavement. I dropped the tram in, did a little bit of a weird loop here so we can turn around if we have to, and then introduce that to the center here. And it runs just right now all the way up and down here. We'll eventually expand into the hills there when we buy that tile. We will probably bring the tram up across the river or over here somewhere to connect maybe a little college campus area and some housing over there. So there's still lots of stuff to do. I expanded this neighborhood out this way. Jeez, you right there, dog? She's making some weird noises. So we've got a couple arteries, we've got a couple throughways. I was kind of boxing out some space for a rail station, but I'm not sure. I think it's going to go on the other side. But look at that massive industrial demand that we have right now. I bought this as the next tile, and I was thinking a couple things that we could do a little bit of an office downtown-y area here, maybe some hotels by the sea. But I thought that would be kind of an alright use of this space. So for right now, let's frame it out in some 2-lane roads, just to see what we're dealing with here. Let me see. I think on the coast, I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Like, I'm gonna have a kind of a beach road. It's okay. It's not perfect, but it's okay. Angles. We're right with that. I think I'm okay with that. Just as a coastal road. But in behind there. In fact, maybe we even have kind of an in and an out from here. This could be a one-way going up that way. This could be a one-way going up that way. And they can diverge a little bit. So this will be coming in, which makes perfect sense. And then going out, it can go to a bit of a split. And we'll fill in the middle with parks, larger buildings, and we'll frame off of this. Now we could even, what might be interesting is what if we brought the water and canaled up through here? That could be kind of cool. That's still a possibility. In fact, maybe that's what we do. That's going to be expensive, but that's okay. So let's see here. We don't want to have too much cross traffic, so let's do that. So we're not coming in maybe every other or every third. Every other's fine. If it's office traffic, it shouldn't be that demanding on the space. And then we can come up this side, and again, this is a good way to make some room for some of the larger uniques, or we can build a little slightly separated office plaza in that little valley there. That might work. And then were we connecting this all the way through? We were, so. We had a little extra space there, a little extra node in the last one. Maybe we could repeat that pattern. So 1, 2, and then an extra space. 1, 2, and an extra space. We'll have a sidewalk up the middle of those. Oh, I guess we're not repeating patterns. We're doing things a little different here and there. That's okay. We're maximizing the space. That's the important thing, because this is going to be our, that can be our built up area. In fact, it doesn't need to be too crazy, because that in itself is already going to be a bit much. Let's connect this. Let's see where this goes on the other side. So if we kind of do the same thing, we'll come out to here. This is going to be our big expansion down this way. We can always break up some of these roads a bit. This is really just framing things out. We'll probably even pedestrian areas some segments of this. I'm a big fan of that. I think you can overdo it, but even then, overdoing it on console is okay, because it's like the best traffic hack. At least I think that we have so far. I shouldn't say so far. I mean, they're done with the content at this point, so it's the best traffic hack we have in general. It's expensive though. The areas are expensive, so don't zone anything you don't need. Now, we weren't doing every, and then 2 if we want to keep it consistent. Oh, but then again, if we wanted to keep it consistent, I would have left a square here for sidewalks. That's okay. We'll be all right. We'll survive. So let's go out 2 extra and come to here and then do that. Okay. So, landscaping time. This is where things can get a little expensive. Is it easier if we go to a tree brush first? And then we turn up the strength and we, yeah, I think that's the quicker way to do it. Okay, so what do we want here? We want landscaping. We have 142,000, and we want a level based on what? Based on, nope, that's the wrong button. Say based on there. Is that a little too much? Maybe based on there. And if we affect the ground on either side, we gotta watch our money here. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna watch that money just tick way the heck up. We can afford this though, it looks like. So that's all the way down to that height that we wanted. So it should cost us around what, 20,000 or so? Once all this is smoothed out, and we're gonna have to fix the sides a little bit, stuff that we broke on the interior. Okay, so now we let the water in 3 times speed. And I think if we curve a road to meet now, it won't create bridge pillars, right? If we do that, it might. Can we? I don't want to do areas. What? Where do we go? Where did that just teleport us to? Straight? Okay, so let's break, and see if we can find. Well, I guess this is the more important intersection, because we can always correct the beach road. Elevation step 1. So we'll come up 1 tick. Well, here, let's do this. If it's going to be finicky like that, is this where the 2 roads meet? So we'll make a road there to snap to that. And we'll do the same thing here, about where we need, and then just connect A to B. And now we can delete. Connect, and we can smooth out the terrain underneath. Uh-oh. So that isn't, like, that doesn't need to be that. It doesn't need to come up like that. So we can fix that a bit, where just the center piece is elevated. Can we do quay walls on here now? Let's see. Should be able to. Where those are, I was on the right place, wasn't I? Landscaping, water structures, quay, quay. I've said it before, I'll say it again. All three are correct. I got a lot of flack for pronouncing it quay, but it's totally fine. All three are acceptable. Quay, quay. Depends on where you are in the world. Okay, so we'll do that, and we'll try and come in on the other side. Where were we? Were we right there? Can I get one more in? Right there in the middle. Ooh, that's rough. Do we relay this road now? Will that correct that problem? If we reframe that road now based on the new height defined by the quay walls, does it know how to handle that better? I think that it does, but let's see. It's not perfect, but it's not as bad as it was, that's for sure. So, where were we? This one. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter if we connect these perfectly across or not. Yeah, that's okay. That's the same. That might look cool. We'll see though. What do we do with the end of these? The end of these quay walls? I don't know. We also could think about fixing this first. So hold on a minute. So let's try and smooth this out. Or maybe even just level it off a bit. So we actually need it to go up, don't we? So like that maybe, and then we raise it up from there. I think we do the same thing here. Again, we'll raise it up. Or drop a meteor by accident. I don't know. 50-50. 50-50 around here. Take that down just a little bit. There we go. And then one more time, we'll slope it from the road to there. And then we'll redraw these roads. All right, I think that's something. I think that's a start. We will bring water and power over here. It's not perfect. We'll come back. You don't need to see me fuss with that. Yeah, I want to get it where it's not a raised segment except for the bridge. But can we get a little bit better looking quay wall in there now? I don't know. We may have to mess around with that too. This one. Can we go under? We can go under that bridge? What if we do that? Can we get to the same spot basically over here? Why is it? And it's going to throw that up instead? I don't know exactly why it does that. I haven't figured out the science of quay walls, but I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It may not be distracting when when we get everything moved in here. Speaking of, see that massive massive demand for office we've had all this time? I think we should do a couple things here. So I think we'll reserve kind of this I don't know, will it be Riverside? Are we might end up bringing this way in, to be honest. I don't know that it's just going to be this one little bit of a harbor, but you know, what do we do? Do we maybe adjust this road and put a ferry stop in there? Do we raise that bridge up? That bridge is not. Wow. Okay. That will get fixed. And I bet, actually, I haven't looked at this over here. We're going to have to fix that too. So let's not move in this side of the river just yet. We'll move in this side first. But not there. I'm gonna do these. Pause. I'm gonna do these 3 blocks for right now. And what I'm gonna do, I guess we do this side as well, but not where the road might continue down or a path would be. So we'll do that. I'm gonna paint a district, and I'm gonna do wall to wall here, since we have access to that again. And then we can, what we'll do here, I'll give you an idea rather than just talk about it. We'll fill in the occasional, we'll switch this over probably to pedestrian area, but we'll do the occasional, you know, crossroad here or there, to give people different paths to come through. Office specializations, this one, wall to wall. So we'll wall to wall at 3 times speed. Tons of people want office jobs. Well, they want industry, but office meets that too, in case you're new. Here, for those of you that I bothered, or maybe I should say destroyed all hopes in the first episode, here, we'll follow all the streets. Okay, someone's gonna be happy about this. Then again, someone probably tuned out when they saw me drop pipes in the first episode, because it was messy. I really should show you sometime what happens when I'm in creative mode and a neighborhood needs water. Like, I do not line it up at all. I just put pipes everywhere, zigzag here and there. Doesn't matter. You don't see them. What is the difference? Let's get the power. We'll connect well into the zone there. Power, water. We need to think about police and fire for over here, and probably a hospital too, and some residential. But where would those be? Maybe those would be good on this central block. Fire and hospital are the 2 big ones. So let's put fire down first. That's a lot of money, huh? We don't even have enough money now for that. Do we not have enough water? Did I not connect that anywhere? I just drew some I just drew some pipes under the streets and then never connected it. That's good. That's how you do things. And then this does not have water. And we'll just that's not going to snap the right way, so electricity wise, we'll run an extension cord over here in the meantime. So we've got fire coverage. That's the important one. I haven't defined a pedestrian area. Also, they don't have a road. Somebody else noticed that, I'm sure. What I'm going to do, this is very temporary for now, so that we don't have to break anything. We're going to connect this way. We're going to connect through there. We're going to create some kind of interchange, or at least a minimal split, where this road becomes one that carries a lot of traffic, and it will ingress into the office area. And then we'll try and steer people out through here, maybe get them coming through the town, maybe route them back over towards industry. But this industry is going to move that way. We're just going to kind of shove it over there over by the train tracks. We're also going to do a lot less of the industry zoning, and we're going to try and do more of the... I mean, I guess we'll do a little bit of everything, but we're going to try and mix and match it in with some actual planned industry, the DLC. Now, they're going to complain. We should, I guess, just do a pedestrian area so that we can officially support the start of this area. Let me see. I ran into... I was doing this with the park tool. Can you... Okay, you can change the size that way. You can change the size still, but you can't... It doesn't snap to roads anymore. Which is kind of annoying. Right? There's no snap control for that. So some when they changed the snapping for remaster, they also changed the zone snapping apparently. Which makes it a little bit tougher than it already was on console to make nice, neat zones. See, but look, it does that at intersections, and I've seen that only on a racing. Okay, no, it did a little bit of a bulge there at the. If you slow down near an intersection, it bulges out. But that's the only time that it does any of that kind of snapping behavior, which is weird. It doesn't do it on the roads. It used to. Okay, so if that's all pedestrian area, and we've got a path in, then we should use these, what do you call it? These little things. These should be our pedestrian area delivery spots. But we need to make sure that block's covered too, I guess. But we're not converting this street at all. So street-wise, I don't know. I don't know if I have a preference for the overall color of the bluestone and cobble. Sandstone's all right in very limited strips. In fact, maybe we do those cross paths a little different. I don't know. But I like the pattern of the bluestone. Then again, I could be particular to the pattern of the bluestone because the cobble didn't have one at release. They forgot to include the texture up close. So like that actually looks like tile of some sort. Let's see what this looks like though. Next to, I mean that's not terrible. Why do I have to go back to the upgrade tool? It doesn't make any sense. I have to keep selecting the upgrade tool. This is why I wasn't playing remastered for a while. Because even with the patch and the fixes, and it's not ready. It's not. It might get there. I don't know. At this point, honestly, in the life cycle, like they're not even finished with the DLC. We have to presume that if they're done DLC at the rate they've been releasing it for Cities 1, that Cities 2 can't be that far off. Like, are we talking holiday this year? I don't know, but I would venture to guess if they're done bolting on CCPs, but it was too soon for remastering. I'm gonna love building a 25 tile map. I just hope it works along the way. And I find new quirks every single day. So if we hit play, that should recognize that there is a service area for that. Excellent. We've got a bit of money. We've got people wanting to move in. Do we... Let's see. I think we could build a little... build a little Brooklyn over here. Districts. I just remembered I'm playing remastered. I don't have Brooklyn. Okay. Anyways, we'll build this out. Somebody watching saw that coming, right? This season's going to be very different. You're going to miss stuff. I'm not going to show you everything step by step. I'm going to sketch out ideas like that and improve them and come back and show you. And I don't even know that I showed you the downtown enough, but maybe we'll do a walking stroll or follow some of the mass transit around once that gets established. I'm playing again. I want to give you updates. I think we're going to build something cool, and you're going to see some of the progress along the way, but you're also going to see a lot of the mistakes. So stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed. Absolutely strange episode today. But that's what this season is about. It's about everything, and sometimes about the things we plan, mostly not. This is Meander. If you enjoyed, hit that like button. It does help the channel a lot, and it is greatly appreciated. Seriously, appreciate it. Hit it. Go. Do it now. If you're new here, subscribe for more if this is your kind of thing. If not, then probably don't subscribe. But again, if it is, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, though, I'll try and remember which version of the game I'm playing and what I have access to for DLC. At some point we'll move a Brooklyn in over there, but not yet. Sometime, quote, late summer. Until then, well, not until late summer. Until the next one, this is Move the Mouse, signing off.